You can stare at email analytics for 20 minutes and still leave with the wrong answer. That was the tension that I wanted to solve. My email marketing program kit can show me open rates, click rates, unsubscribes, and the broadcast list. After I've sent a few campaigns, finding the numbers is easy enough. The hard part is knowing what to do next and feeling confident that I'm not reading the data wrong. The dashboard has a bunch of numbers. Open rate, click rate, unsubscribes, but the next decision is still surprisingly manual. What should I repeat? What should I stop? Did the personal story help, or am I just seeing a pattern that I wanted to see? That gap is what I built for. Success Signal Analysis is a focused AI tool for kit marketers that turns recent email campaigns into evidence-backed experiments. The workflow today. The recurring workflow is a campaign review for a kit creator or email marketer. I chose this because I run into it myself in my own marketing work, and it's the kind of repeated business task where the cost is not only time. A bad read on the data can change what you send next and whether you sell something else or not. The current process is familiar. Open kit, scan recent broadcasts, check opens, clicks, unsubscribes, and sometimes sales signals. Open the actual emails to remember what each one said. Compare subjects, calls to action, story usage, tone, offer length, and timing. Turn all of that into the next campaign plan. The painful part is that the analytics and the content live in different mental buckets. And this pain happens after every meaningful broadcast, or at least weekly or monthly, when a creator reviews what to send next. The creator has to do the synthesis by hand. And when they are busy, the synthesis often collapses into guessing. Many marketers honestly just skip this step because there's not enough time. I started by chatting with ChatGPT about several different problems I could solve. I picked one workflow, one platform, one job. Help a marketer understand which behaviors in their past broadcasts are worth testing again. I chose Kit because I'm familiar with it and I know its limitations. The 30-minute planning conversation with ChatGPT helped clarify how to measure success. The user's real campaign data comes first. A small set of marketing principles can help interpret the evidence, and general LLM knowledge comes last, and it has to stay humble. I learned this lesson the hard way when I saw the first version produce advice that sounded right, but did not prove anything from the user's actual campaigns. Key to the success here is that the user defines success. Some creators want more opens, some want more clicks. The app should not impose one universal definition of a good email. It should adapt the scoring to what the user is trying to accomplish. This helps the tool be more useful because it is focused on the user's goals, not the tool's goals. That planning work saved me time. I did not have to keep expanding scope during implementation because the boundaries were already clear. Recent kit broadcasts, no database, no login, no funnel analysis, no pretending revenue data exists when it's not exposed by the API. Let me share the technical build. I fired up Cloud Code because I was curious about Opus 4.8, which had just come out, and used the extensive planning doc from ChatGPT to build it. The app is built with Astro and Cloudflare Workers. I chose that stack because the workflow is small, server-side, and fast. There's no account system and no stored user data. The kit key is used server-side to retrieve campaign data, and then it's discarded. It's not stored in the database or logged. Resend is used only to email the finished report. The server calls Kit API version 4 and lists recent broadcasts, retrieves the actual email content, and retrieves recipients, open rate, click rate, total clicks, unsubscribes, unsubscribe rate, and status. From there, the app scores campaigns according to the user's goals. For clicks, it looks at click rate and total clicks. For opens, it prioritizes open rate. For sales, revenue and purchase data aren't exposed, so the report says that and falls back to clicks as a proxy. Then it ranks the campaigns, splits top and bottom performers, and sends the data through a two-step AI pipeline. The prompts for that pipeline are in the GitHub repo also. Prompt evolution and what broke. My first approach was too naive. Take campaign metrics, send them to the model, and ask for advice. It worked in the least useful sense. The model produced plausible recommendations, But they were the kind of recommendations that could apply to almost any email list. Write clearer CTAs, tell better stories, test subject lines. Fine advice, but a weak product. It sounded like a marketing blog post instead of analysis of this creator's actual emails. So I changed the system around that failure. The first AI call now extracts structured features from each email. It reads the actual subject and body, fenced as untrusted content, and returns JSON on 10 metrics: topic, primary CTA, CTA count, link count, word count, subject style, email style, tone, offer type, and whether a story is present. I added the untrusted content framing because email bodies can contain arbitrary text, and the model should classify them, not follow instructions inside them. The second AI call writes the analysis. Its key rule is simple: no evidence, no signal. It receives the ranked campaigns, top group, bottom group, extracted features, user goal, business model, and context answers. It has to cite specific campaign evidence before it connects anything to a marketing principle. The report includes confidence levels and treats recommendations as experiments, not conclusions. That change made the tool much more useful. It moved the output from generic marketing advice to a report that can say, in your top campaigns, this pattern appeared more often than your lower performers. Here's a specific experiment to test next. It now gives the user actionable advice based on what is proven to work with their content. Let's take a look at the working demo. successsignals.optimizationdoc.com. I enter a Kit API key, my email, choose a goal like more clicks, and add a little business context. When I submit, the app shows the actual stages that it's doing in the background: connecting to Kit, retrieving broadcasts, retrieving details, retrieving stats, comparing winners and losers, and generating the analysis. The report starts with the user's goal and the campaigns analyzed. Then it shows the strongest signals it found. The important part is the evidence block. If the report says story-driven emails appear to perform better, it needs to show which campaigns support that and how the top group differed from the bottom group. The user will receive the report by email, but they can also copy it, download as Markdown, or rerun the analysis. The working app is at successsignals.optimizationdoc.com. The GitHub repo is github.com/jethrojones/successsignals. It includes the README, tutorial prompts, planning spec, ChatGPT planning conversation, and build transcript so the build process is visible. I kept the product small on purpose: one real workflow, one user pain, one careful data path, and a prompt pipeline that forces the AI to back its recommendations with evidence. That mattered because the user need was not more analytics. It was a better decision about what to send next. So I worked backwards from that need, moved quickly on the narrowest useful version, and stayed meticulous about the foundation: real campaign data, no stored API keys, clear scoring, and evidence before advice. In a few hours, that was enough to turn a repetitive campaign review into a focused decision-making tool for a marketer's next email.